This is the development trait, Superstar and Superstar X. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player... This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability.
today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Daniel Jones and the Baltimore Ravens versus Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Julian Edelman on the return.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, their two-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
And this is the first NFL carry for the Wisconsin Badger, Jonathan Taylor. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
They'll run with Taylor. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Third down. 6 yards to go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Ravens take over first.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 44-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Man open. That's Chester Rogers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Harrison Butker is set to...
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
23 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. 7 yards to pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easy to set. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. Now Pollard. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs.
That's good.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jones on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run here to Taylor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. He'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Jones pass. Intercepted by...
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
From the 50, it's Watson. Slant route, caught by Edelman. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. D.D. Westbrook, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Lions playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they were. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns defense getting ready, and they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Jones' pass intended for...
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Off play action. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Back now in Baltimore.
35.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On third down, Watson. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Taylor. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Taylor. Down right around the 25. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Browns 38.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
10 yards to go.
Throwing Jones. He is going to find Hill here. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Intercepted by the
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
in on the tackle.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
The 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's